Hi guys, I hope you guys are doing well. I'm going to talk a little bit about 7 things that I learned this year, 2024, because 2025 is coming. I'm sorry by the way of my voice. You can't really hear me well, or it's weird because I am very sick. I actually was going to film this 3 days ago, but I couldn't even talk. It was that bad. And I just drank some tea, so it kind of helped. Okay, so starting by number 1, it's never too late, okay? If you think, oh, this person did this, like, I haven't done it and I'm their age, they have accomplished certain stuff, certain goals, things that you may want, and you're like, oh, but I'm behind, I haven't done this. It's okay. You see people, successful people, most of them are in their 50s, in their 40s. That's when they get their $1 million ideas. That's when they actually take the action. You're not too late. You know when you're too late? When you're in the grave. And you're not in the grave yet, okay? Take action. Do something. Even if you don't know what you're doing. I started this channel not knowing what I was doing. I was just trying to help people. Then I found people like, oh, people actually like to listen to me. People are actually watching. I didn't think this was going to get to 2,000 subscribers, and that's insane. It's never too late, and I'm literally living proof of that. I used to have a channel before when I was more younger, more little, right? With my sister. I loved that channel so much. Like, I wanted to be a YouTuber since then. And I kind of quit because I kind of lost my interest for it and I didn't see any growth, or like nobody really cared. But I still did it, 5 views, I still did it. 1 like, I still did it. Nobody watched, I watched it, right? So really, who cared? Look at me now, I'm here again. And I used to dream about this. I used to think like, wow, if I get over 200 subscribers, like, that's insane. And now I'm at 2K. Like, wow. And this is just the beginning, because my goals are so much bigger. But if you don't start now, someone else is going to get ahead of you and is going to do it. And then they're going to take your opportunity, because God's going to be like, okay, you didn't use it. I gave this idea, this thought to you. Why didn't you put it into action? Why didn't you do it? Why didn't you make it a reality? You could have done so many things if you just start. If you're confused, if you're scared, if you don't know what to do, just start. Just start. Whatever it is, the business, the YouTube channel, the morning routine, exercise, whatever it is that you know you're supposed to do, that you know you're supposed to start, whatever it's too late, no, that's an excuse. Excuse society has told us, because they don't want us to grow. If we grow, we're gonna go above them. People want to put you in this little box that, oh, if you're this certain age, you're not beautiful anymore. If you're this certain age, you can't succeed anymore. You can't get this, you can't get that. No, that is not true. Your mind, you can control your mind, okay? And when you have control of your mind, you have control of your life. It's never too late to start. I also mean you can start over. If you had an addiction and you went back to that addiction, you can start over. You can go back and try to treat the addiction. If you were in a 10-year relationship that you loved so much and that person ripped a part of you, that breakup hurt so much, you can start over. You can be a new person. If you decide to quit a job, that's not your reality anymore. We are constantly developing. We are not going to stay the same. Were you the same 5 years ago? No. That's okay. That's what you're supposed to do. If you're the same, that's a problem then. Because then you're not growing, for the better, for the bad. You have to change some way. You can start over anytime. It's just you have to decide, okay, I don't want this anymore. I'm going to change. This is not me anymore. And then that reality shows up in your life. You can leave whatever that you have to leave and start over, because God has an opportunity for you. God has a plan for you. Number 2, don't judge a book by its cover. I know this is probably a very common thing that a lot of us have heard, but it's so true. This year, God has shown me so many things that, wow, you can never judge someone by the way they look, by the way you think they are in your mind. If you think, oh, they're this certain person, God literally showed me, no, they're the opposite of this. Be careful. People who I thought in my mind, I judged, that I was like, oh, maybe this person doesn't look like they would do this. No, they did it. Did I think they were capable of doing it? No, they did though. Just because you may see, oh, this person is really nice, doesn't mean this person is always going to be very nice. Just because you see this person is very mean doesn't mean they're always going to be like that. They also have a heart. They also have feelings. They may not show it. I may be so cold, some people, and like, oh, she's distant, she thinks she's all that, but they don't know me. They're judging me by my cover, right? By the way I look. Don't judge people by the way they look, because God will show you, no, it's not like that. You don't know them. Always be kinder than you feel. What I mean by this is, you say mean things to people, you're not happy with your life. Hating on others to make yourself feel better, that is stupid. You don't love yourself. Appearance is one thing that, yes, you can manage, you can change, you can make yourself look good. But if you're tearing this person down by their cover, by the way they look, by their appearance, you're insecure. You deeply don't love yourself. What are you doing? I don't know how these people think, oh, I'm better than her. Actually, in their mind, I am better than them. So why are you judging me? Why do you feel the need? Because you think I'm better than you. Because you think I'm prettier, smarter, whatever. There's always going to be someone smarter, someone prettier, someone better, someone more successful, someone with more money, someone more everything. The person of your dreams. So don't judge anyone's appearance, look, how you think they are. Because look, when you're presenting yourself for someone, you give your best impression, right? You say, oh, I'm good at this, I'm good at that, I look good, I have money, look at me, this and that. Right, first impression. They don't know the deep parts, insecurities they have. They don't know their past. They don't know how they think. You don't know that about them. Don't judge this person by their looks, by what you know about them. You don't know anything about them. You just know a certain part. And then there's people in the comments who go and judge this person on one video, on one thing that they don't even know this person, but they feel the need to spread hate. What are you doing? Go get a life. Anyways, don't do that. Don't be a hater. If you're watching my video and you do that, you shouldn't be watching my video. Get out. Like, that is full disrespect to me and you. 'Cause no. Okay, third, it's going to be people come and go. I knew this always, but I didn't really like experience it to like a point that, wow, it hurts, you know? 'Cause I've always been very detached, right? But when it comes to people you love, when it comes to people you really truly value, like, wow, you know, it's actually really hard. Nobody really talks about this, but it's hard to detach from this thing you dearly love, or this person you've been with for a long time, or you've known for a long time, or not even known, but you have this connection, this deep connection that you value, right? There's a time where that period is over. Your time with them, your lesson with them was learned. You don't have to stick with them forever, and they don't have to stick with you forever, and that's okay, because we were born alone. We're gonna die alone. And I know that sounds sad and everything, but people come and go. People are always evolving. People are always changing, either for good or for bad, and you have to go on with what's best for you. I had to pick myself first, because if I picked this person, I was gonna go down with them, you know? And I can't do that to myself. I lost myself once already. I don't want to lose myself again. And sometimes it's better to lose a friend than to lose yourself. Not sometimes, it's always better to do that. Always choose yourself, and I always will choose myself, because I am the most valuable. I'm using this because it was here. There are stages. You will grieve this person, you will miss them, you will not go back though, because if you left them, you gotta stick to your word, you gotta stick to that reason. If you made it work, then okay. If it's meant to be, it's going to happen. You're not even gonna have to try. You're not even gonna have to worry or stress about it. It's gonna happen. But if it's not, you have to take your decision. What's best for you? What's best for your peace? How are you feeling? Do they care about you? Like you care about them? Or is it just one-sided? Do I care more about you than you do? It's not like, oh, you're gonna talk bad about this person now. No, like, that's immature. You don't do that here, okay? You don't spread rumors. You don't spread things that are going to put this person in a bad place, because even if I don't like you, I'm not gonna talk bad about you. Who am I to talk bad about you? I don't know you. And even if I do, I don't know you now. Number 3 kind of goes with number 2. You can't change people, so you will have to let them go. Let everything flow. Let everything go. Have the door open. Always have the door open. Blessings for new opportunities, for people to go. For people who are taking up space and tearing you down, draining you, they're not doing anything good. They're not leveling you up in any way. What did you earn from this? Did you earn happiness, money, or anything that served you in any way? If it's a no, they're out, okay? We're not keeping these people. Know that you can change someone. How they are is how they've always been, is how they will keep being if they don't change. If you don't see a change in them without you having to say something, they're not changing. Simple as that. People change when there's a drastic change in their life, when something terrible happens, when they go through mud. Sometimes you have to let them go through fire and mud to change, because you can't change them. You have to wait for that process to happen. You can't interrupt that, because then they're not going to learn the lesson. They're going to keep going back, and they're going to repeat the cycle again. You can't interrupt that. It's just nature of law, right? But don't waste your time trying to change someone, trying to mold them into what you want for them. If they don't treat you right, you can't teach them how to treat you right. You can't make them respect you. You can't make them do things that they're not willing to do. They don't want to do it. Why are you going to force them? You're trying to change something when they don't want to change. They're going to stay the same. It's like you're telling a green wall, no, you're going to be pink. You're going to be pink. You can't waste your time there because you're draining your energy. You're talking to this soulless person who, like, wow, your words are flowing and they're going away because they're not receiving anything. They don't have energy in themselves. You're not going to change them. You're not going to transform them into this superhero who's going to save you. No. People not liking you, people disliking you is a blessing, is a good thing. God is protecting you because these people are not for you. You know that you don't want them in your life. Be unapologetic, because if you are unapologetic, you will get your stuff. You're going to feel good because you are being yourself. You don't have to say sorry. No. Start saying thank you. Start saying I'm glad. Don't be sorry for who you are. You're basically rejecting yourself. You're sabotaging yourself. Instead, say thank you. Thank you for waiting for me. Thank you for listening. Thank you because you're watching. See? Don't feel bad for being yourself. And if you feel bad for being yourself, then you're not around the right people, because the right people won't make you feel uncomfortable. The right people will make you feel at peace, will make you feel at home, will make you feel good about yourself. You won't have to be unapologetic. Be okay with yourself being you, no matter if they judge you, if they don't like you, what they think. No one is you. No one can copy your energy, your style of talking, the way you walk, the way you dress, the way you speak, the way you think, the way you make people feel. No one can be that. So be yourself. Own it. Own it. That is confidence. Owning who you are and knowing it. Everywhere you go, walk and talk with confidence, because you know who you are and you know you're that girl. You simply are. Believe it or not, you are. Because you're alive. Because you are beautiful. Because you're amazing. Because you're smart. Nobody tells you. Tell yourself that. Tell yourself that. Because you are valuable. Say less, do more. I've noticed this in a lot of people. Sometimes you say so much, but you don't do anything. It's like these people who watch a lot of self-improvement videos, they don't do anything. They're just watching. They're just consuming. They're not creating anything. People who say, I'm gonna do this, I'm gonna do that, they end up not doing anything. They want to do so much. They don't do anything. You gotta focus on one thing and you gotta put in your all. You gotta make it your goal. I'm gonna do this and I'm gonna do this because I said so, because I keep my word, because I do what I say. You got to do more and say less. Don't say it. Show them. Show them with your actions. People are going to be impressed. People are going to be like, wow, I never heard about this. I never knew this about you. But then you show up with this big thing that they don't know about and they're like, oh wow, like I didn't know you did this. You have to be more mysterious. You don't have to tell people everything about you. They don't care, okay? And if they do, some people are going to use it against you later on. So you have to be careful who you speak to and do more and say less, because that's when action comes in, when you do more and say less. Live in the moment. Being in the moment is so beautiful, and I've learned this year. I've seen so many people throw their life away on whatever it is they're doing, but they're not in the moment. And I know it's hard because even I've had a hard time being in the moment, but I've realized that we don't get the moment anymore. We don't have this anymore. What we're doing right now, it's either gonna help us or it's either gonna destroy us. And if you don't do it now, it's kind of tying up to what I said first. Do it now, start now, because you're not gonna get this time again. You're not gonna be this person with this motivation, with this spark, with this thought, this idea that you have. And if you don't perform it, if you don't do it, if you don't make it reality, it's gonna fly away, and you're gonna wish and you're gonna regret that you did this, but you didn't. You have to do it. You have to be in the moment. Take action. Especially when people pass away, you don't get that time that you were with them. You don't get it back. Either you weren't present or you were. So being in the moment is so precious because it makes life so much more beautiful. Even if the moment is boring, sometimes we need boreness. Imagine somebody, like God forbid, right? Somebody passes away. The last moments you had with them, you were mad. You didn't even pay attention to this person. You weren't in the moment. You were distracted by, I don't know, your problems. And I know it's hard to be in the moment when you have so many problems in your head, when you have so many things going on in your life, that it kind of takes away from the beauty of life, that you're just here. You're here and you're never getting that time again. Being in the moment will either make you see things more clear or will just make you feel more alive because you're talking to people, you are there, you are being there for people, you're there for your family, for your friends, for your loved ones, for yourself. You take that time and you actually become conscious of your decisions. You see a pattern. Oh, I'm making these mistakes. Why am I making this? Oh, this happened because I did this. And you see these things and you notice. You're more conscious of yourself, of your mistakes, of your decisions, what you've made and why you've made it. And you are able to decide, okay, I'm gonna change this, or I'm gonna be this person. You appreciate things so much more. You have things to look back, like pictures. You look back at them and you're like, oh wow, I had a good time here. I remember this. I miss this. Those are moments in life, and they're better when you're in the moment, when you're there, when there's not a camera. Sometimes the most beautiful moments happen with our eyes closed, when we pray, when we kiss, when we dream, things like this. Thank you so much for watching, and I hope, I don't know, it was relatable or you learned something. Comment down below things you learned or if you found this helpful. I hope you have a beautiful, amazing day or night. I'm going to sleep, take this makeup off. I love you guys. Thank you so much for watching. Subscribe.